What is up, everyone? And this is going to be one of those really dumb videos where I'm just going to make a bit of a stink about nothing, but I guess it just doesn't come from nowhere. Basically, I would very much love it if Ubisoft could just absolutely piss right off, because you don't just tweet an image of Sam Fisher, the main character of the Splinter Cell series, out of nowhere with absolutely no context and just leave it as is. Basically, to give you guys a bit of an understanding, for those of you guys that don't at least know, Splinter Cell is one of those franchises under the Tom Clancy umbrella that actually has some of the best stealth gameplay in the entire gaming realm. Like, sure, you could look at stuff like Thief 1, 2, and 3, you could look at the Metal Gear games, and sure enough, Splinter Cell is also in that conversation as well. But when we think about the Splinter Cell games, we're specifically talking about the first game, the second one, which is Pandora Tomorrow, the third game, which is Chaos Theory, and some might argue to be the best or the most modern game in the series, which technically you could consider to be the fourth in the franchise, Blacklist. Now you might be thinking, wait, there are more Splinter Cell games out there like Double Agent, Conviction, but those games I would never count because they're just not as good as these other four that I've mentioned. Basically 1, 2, 3 and Blacklist. And Blacklist was so good. I thought that we were going to, get more Splinter Cell games. But the thing is that the release of Splinter Cell Blacklist back in 2013 was the last time we got a Splinter Cell game at all. Now, from what we already currently know, at least, is apparently a Splinter Cell remake is in the works. Splinter Cell 1 specifically, because 1 doesn't have it doesn't have a subtitle, whereas 2 is Pandora Tomorrow, 3 is Chaos Theory, and just goes on and on after that. But the main thing is that we've not heard about it in a long ass time. It was announced, I think, but now it's been so long that I'm even questioning the fact as to whether or not it was actually announced. And this first statement in this IGN article, I think, basically sums up what I think a lot of people are thinking in terms of people who are part of the Splinter Cell fan base. As for what this image is teasing, who knows? Who the hell knows? This series has been dormant for more than the past 10 years. It's been 12 years since we've had the last game. We should be expecting something in the future, but the problem is we've been teased so much. Sam Fisher has appeared in so many different franchises under Ubisoft. He's appeared in mobile games, for Pete's sake, in the time between when we got Blacklist and now. And I mean, 12 years is a long ass time, all things considered. But yeah, so basically this is the tease right here. This is Sam Fisher, his face in Chaos Theory, which is the third game in the series. All we have to go off this Ubisoft tweet is 2 eyes, a mouth in the middle, hashtag Splinter Cell. Tweeted out, and it seems like it was preordained or pre-planned that this tweet was going to go out on this day at this time on May 31st, 2025. So that is interesting to say the least, and people are trying to really break things down here. So small bits and pieces of information is the fact that Ubisoft specifies the screenshot is from Splinter Cell Chaos Theory and not from the upcoming remake, so make of that what you will. And other little sort of bits and pieces as to why on earth this is happening. The fact that it's a close-up of Sam Fisher's face with a stern expression and just his usual demeanor that he has. Keeping in mind that the reason why you can tell the difference of Sam Fisher, the main character's face, across the games is that in later iterations, he actually looks older. You can visually see him as an older man than in previous titles. It shows that he's aging as he's part of the third echelon. Third echelon? Or was it first? I can't remember exactly which group he belonged to. I'm pretty sure it's third echelon, but it's been a long time since I played Splinter Cell, and the fact that like Blacklist was 12 years ago, memory's gonna really play up quite a bit. But apparently, yeah, there's going to be a remake of the classic first game of the franchise. We don't know much about it other than the new version is going to be built from the ground up, and the last update was in 2022, where IGN met with Ubisoft Toronto developers to discuss the design philosophy behind the game. It's crazy. Has it actually been 20 years after the release of the third game? That's crazy to really think about it. Yeah, I really don't know what to make of this. And again, maybe Ubisoft is going to make an announcement at Summer Game Fest. But the thing is that we've kind of been guessing, asking, predicting for the longest time that we're going to get some sort of update. And then suddenly, for some reason, look, people are not on Ubisoft's side at the moment, and understandably so. They've been through a lot for the past couple of years. More specifically, the fact that they've had an incredibly rough 2024. They met with a couple of failures, and their biggest game of all time, of recent memory, rather, the last year or so, what was it? Assassin's Creed Shadows was then pushed to 2025. Now that that's released and seems to be doing at least decently well enough to get them through, it still doesn't change the fact that they aren't really in a sort of positive zeitgeist at the moment with the overall gaming public. So I can't imagine why they would want to poke a sleeping bear like this. But then again, who knows how many Splinter Cell fans there are, including myself. Like, it is very, very difficult to know of a lot of people who have played through at least the 4 main Splinter Cell games. Lest we forget that, god damn it, Double Agent and Conviction exist. But you know what? At this point, you're kind of better off ignoring those games. But basically, Ubisoft has done a thing. It is enough to make people angry because of the context surrounding the thing in which they did. In this regard, being just posting a picture of Sam Fisher's face from Chaos Theory with just 2 eyes, a mouth, and hashtag Splinter Cell. Absolutely no context, information, or otherwise in between. Well, anyway, with all that being said, however, let me know what you guys think about all of this. Maybe I'm overthinking it, whatever have you. I don't know if you guys agree. Again, would be interested to really know about that in the comments. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year. With all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Or tomorrow, I guess. Bye.